Hey guys, Mr. Koble here. I'm going to be going over the instructions for the Patriots versus Loyalists assignment. This year, it's Mastery Task 5. During normal years, not affected by coronavirus. It might be something else, but for now, it's the assignment. So the way it works is it basically asks you, it's going to basically ask you two things. So here are the instructions. You will see 13 different statements made around 1770. Your job is to determine which of these statements a loyalist would say or a patriot would say. And you're going to drag the text boxes to the correct side. They are pre-scrambled. So that is this first part. So this first part has a patriot over here and a loyalist over here. So patriot side and loyalist side. As a reminder, loyalists mean that they are loyal to the British king. They want to stay as Britain's colonies. They want to be loyal to Britain. Patriot means they want to fight for independence and separate. So if you have a statement that's like, to have a monarchy is foolish, or if they're unfit to rule, that kind of statement would go with the Patriots because Patriot would not support a monarchy. So I'd keep it to this side. However, if I saw a statement like this, a strong united British Empire is good for all, then I would take this text box and I would move it over to the loyalist side because that would be something that a loyalist would say. And I would do that with all 13 of these text boxes. So that is basically the assignment, is move these text boxes to the correct side, depending on if a patriot would say that or a loyalist would say that. That is your job. The second, that's the first part. To get mastery on the first part, which is the text boxes, you have to get 10 of 13 correctly sorted. So you have to correctly sort 10 of the 13 text boxes, and you have like 3 misses, basically. The other 10 of them have to be correct, though. The second part is you're going to write a paragraph about which one you would have been. So would you have been a patriot or would you have been a loyalist? So would you fight for independence or would you stay a loyalist and just want peace with no changes? So that is the second part. So you can see right here, I've made sentence starters for you. So if I lived in the 1770s, I would have been a patriot or loyalist. So if you have been a loyalist, maybe. I would have been a blank. I would have been a loyalist because blank. Whatever kind of reasons I have for being, I think that loyalist is the correct option or the better option. If I lived back then, that's what I would put. And I would defend why I would choose to be a loyalist back then, or why I would choose to be a patriot back then. And you would defend your statement using the things we've learned from this class, like the Declaration of Independence, but also things from this document, Patriot versus Loyalist Prep. I had you guys kind of go through this in class. I even have a read aloud link for it. But basically, it kind of gives you the context on what made people choose patriots, what made people choose loyalists. So Boston Massacre maybe makes people choose patriots. This comparison of the British Army versus the American Army may make you choose to be a loyalist. Description of the Continental Army, maybe you choose to be British, because choose to be a patriot because of that, or a loyalist because of that, because you see how bad the Patriot Army is. So whatever kind of things you learn from this document, you should include when you are doing your mastery task paragraph. Like that is your justification. I'm not going to make you cite evidence for this one, but just reference what you've learned from this class about why people chose patriot or why people chose loyalist. That is the directions for mastery task 5. I'm just going to keep going. Mastery task 6, which this year is the Declaration of Independence. Like I said, this is going to look way different every year. Normally, this is not the activity I do, but I'm going to keep going with the directions. Basically, what I'm asking you to do is you are going to take passages from the Declaration of Independence and translate them into friendly 8th grader language. So you have passages like this. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. They are endowed by their creator with rights, certain unalienable rights. Among those are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And you're going to translate those into 8th grade language, which I put as, we believe that we're all born equal and we're all guaranteed basic rights. So that is what your job. You are going to take these passages or sentences, really dissect them, really break them down, and then give me a short, like 8th grade version, you know? That is your job, you know? Call King George a piece of garbage, if that's your 8th grade version of it. You know, break it down into 8th grade friendly words. If you need help, ask. That is step 1. Step 1 is your 8th grade friendly translations of the Declaration of Independence. Step 2, since the Declaration of Independence is a breakup letter, you're going to write a steamy, tea-filled, no-cap breakup letter, as if you were the colonies breaking up with Great Britain. Make sure you reference at least 3 reasons the colonists wanted to separate themselves from Britain. You can be as creative as you want, just keep it appropriate. So you have to use 3 legitimate reasons that that colonists broke up with Britain, I guess. But you can like totally 8th gradeify them. Like you can make them 8th grade friendly. So if your breakup letter, like instead of maybe saying something like, King George has imposed taxes on us without our consent. If you wanna really make like a kid version of it, you can say like, you always take my food without asking. And like that could be the 8th grade version of it. Or you can keep it very historical and be like, first of all, you tax my sugar without even asking me if it's okay and letting me vote on it. You know, whatever you want to do. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you must ask me. Closed mouths don't get fed. And I will see you later. Bye.